right, enough of that. What up, people?
She cut our intro short.
Yes, I did.
I was listening to that.
You was? Mid sip, right? Mid sip.
Oh, no.
Okay, Derbs.
All right, what's up, guys? As always, sometimes, there's a bit of a mutiny, so I'm going first because I said so. Not really. I was definitely forced into it. What's up, guys? This is Derbs, a.k.a. Sexual Chocolate, and you are listening to the Black Ramen Podcast. Forgive us for our hiatus because we had shit going on, all right?
Pretty much.
And also, we have...
What up, y'all? This is... Ooh, okay, if you guys didn't know, we sipping on plum wine. The shit hit. This is Chatty Patty, a.k.a. Madam Straw Hat, a.k.a. The Celestial Dragon, a.k.a. This is my pirate ship, a.k.a. That's it. And I have with me...
Hey, guys. It's been a while, but like a well-cooked meal, we are worth the wait. This is Sleepy Breeze sipping tea, keeping it easy, keeping it classy. As you heard, I don't got tea today because we went to a nice little store, marketplace in Jersey that I would highly recommend anyone in the area visit. It's called Mitsuwa Marketplace. It's got some delicious Japanese food in a little cereal or food court setting. It's good. It's right next to Kinokuniya, so you can go shopping for some books right after. Can't recommend
They ain't like
it
us
enough.
in there. I ain't gonna hold you. They ain't like us in there.
I'm
like, Miss,
y'all.
do we have our taxi? Is it in the shelf? No. Then we don't have it.
Well, we just got canceled because of that accent.
That's not how she sound, though.
I don't know. I ain't speak to her, Patty.
She definitely handled your purchases. That was her.
I don't know.
She runged you up. That was
I
her.
handed the lady the money.
Patty was just mad because she didn't find the book she was looking for.
Oh,
But
man.
they have a great selection otherwise. But that's not why we are here today. We got a full lineup for y'all. And to start off, it's something really timely. I'm sure a lot of you listeners have seen it by now. But how did y'all feel about Shang Chi?
Oh, who going first?
I'll go because I had the pleasure to go see it with Fantastic Frankie. She gave us premiere tickets.
Ooh.
And it was lit that night. And what's funny was Frankie made it her business to find, which was cool. She made it her business to find Asian watchers, like anybody that was watching the film that were Asian, and she wanted to know if they had what their experience was like versus our experience when we went to go watch Black Panther.
Oh.
Right? So she interviewed two lovely women, and they chopped it up with us. But the funny thing is, we had no business chopping it up for that long because there was definitely a storm. That was the day. That was the night of the storm.
That was when you had to swim through the subways?
Yes. My backstroke heavy though. That shit. It was good. I made it halfway, and then my husband had to come get me. But the movie was. I would have to say the movie was good. I enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised. They definitely stayed away from a lot of bad stereotypes. And other than that, it was a good story. The choreography, the fight scenes was amazing because everybody loves a good fight scene, especially a Marvel fight scene. Oh, yeah. It was good. Y'all saw it, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I entirely agree with you. I mostly do. It was pretty good. But I have to say, the writing was a little weak. There were some awkward points. I strongly believe you don't go see that movie for the writing. You see it because of the fight choreography. The storyline was just a way to get from one fight to the other. That's how I felt. The fights were amazing. The action was cool. You could tell they were really just going full in on half CGI action, half actual fighting.
Shonen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a very
shonen.
Shonen battle movie.
That's definitely shonen.
there were definitely some plot holes that we didn't really agree with how they went down. Like, you want me to be mad at this father? I'm like, I don't know. He kind of spits facts a lot.
He does, but shout out to him because apparently he's been in the industry for years. He definitely is a pioneer in Hollywood. So
Yeah,
he
that was,
did
I guess,
great.
Tony Leung.
Yes.
Yeah, he did great. He was my favorite character.
He was our favorite character.
Villain, but I was watching the entire time. I was like, no, I feel like he's in the right.
Yeah, he's sad. All right, somebody just tell him that it's not his wife back there. Maybe he won't open the door.
Right? He was a little brainwashed. Not the best.
He was
a little harsh on his kids, but ultimately, like, I know. If
his
someone
kids were a
comes
little
and
bratty.
murders your wife, you're going to train your kids not to get murdered as well. I know. So that was my unpopular opinion. Go ahead and at me on Instagram.
No, that's
I'm
not
not
an
going to read
unpopular
it
opinion
anyway.
at all. I'm sorry. Now, I refuse to agree that that's an unpopular opinion. It just makes sense. Like, yo, I can help you never be in that situation again to watch your loved one just get beaten to death. Obviously, massive spoiler alert. Honestly, if you didn't figure that out,
oh, it's
that's
Disney. There's always a dead mom. That's not even a spoiler. But no, hey, did you feel similarly?
Well, that's a beaten to death mom.
I was kind of like on the dad's side a little bit. I wish that they had really taken the time to step aside and help the dad.
No, not only that, we found out like his first target.
No. Hush. Now you're getting too spoilery.
All right,
Give them time to see the movie.
Okay.
But yeah, Patty, what was your take on that? Favorite character, least favorite?
Well, I'm always for the person without the shirt. Once you take your shirt off, that's a done deal. My main lead, I mean, hey, like
I think I saw him do like something on like Instagram or TikTok where he was like, some interview, somebody posted a clip of him like checking out other people's abs and trying to figure out who it is. I thought that was funny. Look that up if you're into it.
Don't mind if I do. Do not mind if I do. But yeah, I liked him a lot. I to be honest with you, another character we haven't put the spotlight on. I know her from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The one that was the aunt. She's been
Yo?
Yes. She's been in the industry for a minute. She was also in that movie where she was getting served alcohol in the bar and she was like, I don't want the drink, and she was doing all this hand shit.
Yeah, we're not going to figure it out from just that.
Yo, but it was fire because she was like, no, I don't want the drink, and the guy was like, yeah, you want it. And they was doing all this fly shit with the drink with the hands. Oh my God. It was amazing. It's amazing. You remember?
I know the scene, but I have no idea.
I don't know the movie, but I just know the scene. That's all I know.
They went out for the cast on this movie.
Yeah,
I
they
will
did.
say that they had some huge names appearing, and it showed.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. But one thing I see a lot of people mentioning about the movie Shang Chi in general is comparing it to Black Panther. So I think how Black Panther was like blockbuster, the time to show up for Black community, and we did. We showed up. We made that movie massive. I'm not going to say whether it was good or bad, but regardless of what it was good or bad, we as a Black community decided this movie is going to succeed. I'm going to buy 2-3 tickets just so Hollywood can never tell us again that we're not really bringing in the money. So do you see the same thing kind of happening for Shang-Chi, for the specifically Eastern Asian community?
I mean, do we have their numbers yet? Like, I haven't heard like them showing out that much for it. So I don't know if it's doing that uber successfully yet.
I mean, it did numbers. It definitely there's a TikTok. I don't want to base it on that, but there's a TikTok going around where he's looking at his laptop. The main character, what's his name?
Simu.
Yeah, and he's looking at his laptop, and the caption reads, "When they thought you was gonna do shitty at the box office."
Got you.
I mean, it definitely surpassed the numbers that they thought they were gonna get. So it did. It was well received.
Yeah, I mean, the opening weekend, I just pulled up the numbers. They got over 75 million. And right now, gross just for the U.S. and Canada is over 160 million. So, number-wise, they're doing pretty good.
They're doing good. He's doing fine.
This is mainly coming from TikTok that I've seen a few, is kind of putting a little pressure on the Black community to show up as well. Like, hey, yeah, do what you did for Black Panther, but over here. It's like, I guess one, POC solidarity, because we do want to see more diversity, more just POC movies showing different people and different storylines without just having to race bend characters.
Why does it every time when there's something going down when it comes to minorities, right? Everybody expects the Black people to just show up. Like, yo, there's something going on with this community. Where the Black people at? Where the niggas at? But nobody shows up for us. It's just us. It's just us. Rarely you get people showing up for us. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just disappointed. Stop asking where we at. Stop. We here. We're here.
That's where I'm at.
Exactly. And I'm gonna stay home. But
at the same time, Black Panther alone will not be enough to really change the Hollywood movie industry.
Hell no.
We can't just have one instance. We have to have multiple. So if we have that, we have to follow up Black Panther with another POC movie that succeeds. So
I'm waiting for Blade.
In general.
I'm waiting for Blade.
We'll see how that goes.
Ooh, is Blade coming?
Yeah, Blade's coming.
Making it, yeah.
Yeah, they're making it. They already released who is going to be Blade.
Oh, what? Who is it?
You seen what's that Netflix series with the black Marvel character with the bald head? Luke Cage. Remember, I think his name is Cottonmouth, the main villain.
Oh, Mahershala Ali.
Yes, that's him. He's Blade.
Okay,
let's go. He's Blade.
I'm in.
No, he knew what he was doing. I feel like he is going to execute this assignment.
I felt bad for Luke Cage when Cottonmouth was gone. I was like, who you going? It's the same thing that happened with Daredevil when Kingpin was gone. It's like, yeah, we got to bring him back now.
There's nothing left. When Kingpin...
Honestly, I think like all the Marvel shows had that problem on Netflix. Because guess what? Jessica Jones had the same problem.
Yes, he did. Kilgrave made the show.
My boy David Tennant
killed
it.
Amazing.
Like, made me look up all of this. I was like, who is Kilgrave? Like,
he's amazing.
I didn't even know who he was until David Tennant came through and was like,
he killed it.
Just started yelling Jessica. I was like,
yes.
A show is only as good as its villain. If you don't have a top-notch villain, I don't know what we're watching for. The main characters are cool, but you need that tension. Oh yeah, you need a villain you either want to go into the movie to kill, or one where you're like, I kind of want to work for that guy.
Right, I kind of see what he's doing.
Facts.
Makes a bit of sense.
Yeah.
Like we were saying about Shang Chi's dad. Makes a bit of sense.
He wasn't even a villain. His kids were just going through a rebellious phase for 20 years.
Yeah.
And he let them.
Yeah.
He knew what it was the whole time. Just like, all right, have fun.
He said, you think I don't know where my own children are? I said, damn.
Respect.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to get a little bit in trouble for that. And so like, oh, he was very abusive.
How?
I mean, he was a warlord for 1,000 years.
Hold on. When was he abusive? He was neglectful, maybe. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't.
He was a bit of a sexist douche.
Yeah, like his daughter definitely has daddy issues because she wants her daddy to look at her. But that's about it. All he did was train his son properly.
I don't know if you coming at me and you got 2 sticks just pounding on the side of my ribs because you want me stronger. I don't know. That might be considered a little bit of abuse. But
it's good enough for all my other soldiers. Why am I going?
Because I'm your son.
Yo, guess what, my son? You need to be as strong as I am.
And that's why I ran away. That's why I ran away at 12.
Yeah,
hello.
But did he though?
You ran away and you lived at 12.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
He got all the skills necessary. Nobody got killed in front of him again like that. I mean, other people did die, but that's not the point.
I feel like, wait, real quick, spoiler. I want to know how he killed the niggas that killed his mother.
Oh,
that's what I want to see.
That's a spoiler.
Okay, I'm very sorry, guys.
Yeah,
when I'm not,
because what day it is?
Put a spoil warning up.
No, the fuck we not. First of all, it's September 18th. When did Shang Chi came out?
I don't know.
If you're not watching it by now, you ain't see it. Then it's not my fault.
They're waiting for it on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Some people are waiting.
Get vaccinated and go out. Get vaccinated, ladies and gentlemen. Get vaccinated and go outside. Get vaccinated, ladies and gentlemen, so we can do
that was a moment that I was like, okay, yeah, I fucks with him. Shang-Chi, well done.
Yeah.
I
we were so worried watching this movie that he did not go through with this scale. Especially once we found out who the target was. I was like, yo, did he not do it? And then he was like, nah, I did that. I was like, that's why his dad still loves him.
He lied. He said, yo, he told Aquafina, listen, I ain't tell you the whole story. I did kill that motherfucker.
Yo, I did that shit.
Then I ran away. I finished my business and then I decided to go off.
No, Disney, you owe me a fight scene for that backstory. You owe me that. You owe me that. I'm not trying to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah, I'll pay the whole ticket again just to see that.
Won't you? I would. Hands down.
I will pay the whole ticket again.
Yes, and I will front like I've never seen it. I will sit up there like I've never seen it before in my life just to see that fight scene. Just give me 6 minutes. Just give me 6 minutes.
Put on a helicopter and said, "You know what to do, son."
Yeah,
That's
the
it.
knife. Handle it.
That's it. When and I wasn't expecting him to tell Aquafina that, like, yo, I lied. I said, what you lied about? I said, I ain't really kill. I did kill him. I said, oh, we about to go see it?
Right? I thought we were gonna get the flashback.
Nah, we just see Aquafina face like, oh, you did. I don't care what she think. I want to see what happens. God damn it. Damn, that's a bad part. Who makes these decisions at these tables, man?
If they're planning to bring it back with like here's an extra $20, give us that and we'll show you this scene. I'll be like, yo, you know what? Great decision because I will pay you.
The stakes for killing people in Marvel are super low. Like, they don't show blood. They make it rubbery CGI, body bounces off a building. But he killed a lot of people in those opening scenes. Like,
yeah, there was a
lot of like bad guys were just dying. You toss him off the building, you think he's gonna live through that? There's an entire like miniature war in the final battle scene, and you think you're not killing people when you shoot them with arrows? Stop it! Stop. But that brings me to another point. Aquafina in that movie.
Boo.
First of all, I hate the fact that she just learned how to use a bow and arrow. So at the
Like
end,
5
she's
minutes.
always all about, I want to find my place in the world. What am I good at? So then, like 10 minutes before a final battle, someone gives her a bow and arrow, and suddenly she's Hawkeye. Stop it.
Yep.
Goes to show you how Hawkeye is very disrespected in the Marvel universe.
Yo, pretty much, right? It's like, yo,
He's
Hawkeye,
very
yo, you thought you was
disrespected.
impressive? Yo, she did it in 10 minutes.
Nah.
Yeah.
What's the point of you?
They framed it as like, oh, lucky shot, good job. But like, stop it. That's still too convenient.
I mean, it was a massive target, but still.
It was. It was.
Besides her role in the movie, which I don't know. I wasn't a big fan because I just feel like if you're going off on a giant murder quest to take down an assassin organization, you don't bring your childhood friend just because she wants in on the adventure. She was good at driving, but she didn't have to come along when people were getting stabbed. Aside from that.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't.
I don't give a fuck about Aquafina. Go ahead. Come. You want to come? Come. Nobody told you to come.
I
but
just
you said
hate
you
that
want to come.
trope in general. Where like the friend, because I'm your friend, I'm going to tag along. When you don't have skills, you have plot armor keeping you from dying.
Let
me tell you something. No.
Yeah, she drove through a forest, but anyone can drive.
Bree Derby. If I tell you, listen, I gotta go and do this, and you see how serious the mission is, the reason I'm telling you is because I need one of y'all motherfuckers to pull up. You didn't think he wanted him? You didn't think he wanted her to come?
To do what?
To do what? Yeah, I'm noping my way out when I see guns.
To do what, Patty? Somebody just
emotional support.
Patty,
Emotional support.
Buy
Emotional
a teddy
support.
bear on the fucking way.
It's not the same.
Buy a real doll if that's what you need.
It's not
You know, they make them. They're $5K about.
Yeah, but aside from my minor complaints about her character, bless you twice.
Thank you.
There are some more larger complaints that I'm sure y'all have heard of going around about Aquafina and her kind of verbal blackface she's got going on. The mysteriously appearing and disappearing accent. Mm-hmm. And I know, Patty, you feel a certain way about that, don't you?
Fuck that bitch. I'm not too. Like, here's the thing. You made your career off of this black scent. And I get it. Yeah, she's from Queens or whatever the case is. Yeah, she's from a certain part and yada, yada, yada. Maybe that's not how she really talk, man. We seen it. She turns it on and off. She uses it as a gimmick. She uses it as a costume, right? Because if that's the case, you'll be true about your shit and you'll talk like that throughout, period. But no, you used it to make a name for yourself, and when you got popping and you left the music game and you wasn't a rapper anymore, you still continued to, like, people don't understand what part of Queens she's from. There's no niggas where she from at that part of Queens. I've been there. I got a site where I work at. That's not too far from where she lived.
Yo, don't expose where you work.
I'm not gonna expose, but I'm saying there's nobody over there talking. I have to change my accent when I go to work. Like, I gotta be on some code switching. There's definitely nobody talking like that, like me, like us over there. So I like for you to do that and to not acknowledge it. Come on, and then you expect us to have empathy and be like, all right, let's I'm not educating motherfuckers anymore. And everybody that's on the comments or saying what they're saying, like, oh, maybe she really do sound like, she don't fucking sound like that. We all know that, because when she's in these interviews and she's promoting this movie and you see her doing other projects, she don't sound like the Aquafina that we listened to back then. That's not Aquafina.
Oh. yo, she needs to hire a new publicist because it was definitely because there was a way around it.
Yeah,
there was a way around it where she wouldn't get in trouble like she is right now. Because there was definitely like this famous actor, I forgot his name, but he was like, "Yo, I've done so much vocal training and I've done so many accents throughout my career that I've lost my original accent." And she could have pulled that.
Oh, she could have done that?
Yeah, she could have pulled that and it would have worked perfectly. She could have just been like, yeah, doing all this work for other roles where I had to like speak, I guess, in a non-black accent.
That's cool.
Actually, that would be valid.
Yeah.
Because again,
so honestly, she needs a new PR person.
From Queens, she wouldn't have that in a movie that's taking place starting in San Francisco, born and raised. But the thing is, I wouldn't buy that for an excuse for her either.
It doesn't matter that you wouldn't buy it.
Is a character.
It wouldn't matter that you don't buy it. It matters that it can be sold as a story and she can run with it. As long as enough people are like, oh, okay, I could see that. She would have been fine.
Right. But here's my complaint, though. Awkwafina is a character. She's not playing characters. She is the character. Kind of like Kevin Hart in every movie plays Kevin Hart.
But that's
he
different.
has the same kind of character. But no, I'm agreeing with you, Patty. Awkwafina in each of her movies isn't playing different characters in the movie. She's not playing a girl born and raised in San Francisco in Shang Chi. She's playing Awkwafina in San Francisco. So therefore, part of the character she has created for herself is this heavy accent, ghetto, black on the inside, Chinese on the outside. Chinese, right? Don't cancel me. I'm pretty sure she's Chinese. Chinese, Eastern Asian, just to be safe, but I'm fairly certain it was stated as Chinese. So that's the character she's created for herself, and that was, to an extent, rooted in where she grew up, to the point that, okay, maybe she can claim that a little bit. But when she's going through these different things, she made a career as a rapper with this personality, the character of Awkwafina, and now she's going into movies. And I think I see your point. She is shedding that a little bit because it's no longer serving her. She doesn't need that accent anymore because she's already recognized. She can spread out and do these different things without being considered ghetto. Because I think I've only seen her in two things, Crazy Rich Asians and now Shang-Chi. And Crazy Rich Asians, I definitely saw like the black ghetto aesthetic in her character. But with this, it seems to be shedding it even more.
She has a series.
Yeah, something Nora from Queens. I haven't seen it though. Does she still use the black scent? Is she taking it off?
It's on there. She definitely got it on. She got it on. And
like I said, she needs a new PR person.
If she would have said that, I would have bought it.
Yeah,
I would have bought it. But I'm just
because it's a good answer.
It is.
It is using different kind of codes for an actor to be able to switch accents.
I just don't want people who are not POCs, who are not black, to use us as a gimmick, as a costume. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. No. And I don't feel like we should have to explain to you why it's wrong. Because just like how you didn't want to be a stereotypical Asian when you get cast for these films, have the same respect for POCs, other POCs and blacks.
No.
I don't have a problem with it if you're POC or any kind and you're using a lot of black influence. If that is your lived experience and you're representing your lived experience in the media you're creating. Yeah. I don't know if Awkwafina's really doing that.
I don't even really mind if you learn it for a role.
If it's for a specific role.
That's your job, acting.
It is, but nah. That wouldn't sit too right with me. If you're doing this for a role, just hire a black person.
The black person doesn't want to do it because they don't want to be a stereotype. Like,
then,
think about it.
Then that role shouldn't exist. We're at a time right now where everything is, the awareness level is like this high. So people are noticing when the bullshit is coming out. You could have pulled this off in the 90s. Yeah. You could have had all this in the 90s. Nobody would have said nothing. We would have just write it off. And it would have been another Dave Chappelle joke now. That's how it would have been. But right now, like, the way shit is going with law enforcement, police brutality, Asian hate crimes and all this, everything is coming to the forefront. Awareness. Like, right now, there's no excuse for you not to educate yourself and know, hey, maybe this is not a good joke. Or, hey, maybe this is not a good role. Or maybe this is not a proper representation. We past this right now. We passed this. We passed the Aunt Your Mama phase. We passed, the good mammy from Gone with the Wind. We passed that shit. Past it. So right now, I'm not giving nobody no leeway because at this point, it's not like you don't want to educate yourself. It's more so you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
At this point. So let's do this. Do what you do. I want you to be your truest, authentic self. So I know not to fuck with you and give you no coin. The reason I went to the premiere, she ain't get no money from me. That shit was free for me. That's good. That's good. Yes, I get any type of publicity is a form of publicity. Yeah, we talking about her. But at the end of the day, I want all our listeners, because I'm pretty sure majority of our listeners are POCs, want more from your actors. Understand our dollars go a long way, right? So if you feel like something's a little racist or you feel like something's a little off, it probably is. Don't spend your money. That's it. And listen, as a matter of fact, you want to spend your money, ladies and gentlemen, Black Ramen has a Patreon. Please go to our website, blackramenpodcast.com. We have a website. Tune into that. We have merch, ladies and gentlemen. You shout it, we listen, we put it out there. Go to our website. We have a link for our sweaters, our pins, our mugs, everything you could possibly want. Rap Black Ramen. Represent your nerddom with a Black Ramen logo and nice little segue. What's next on the lineup?
Yeah, so leaving Shang-Chi behind, we're going to a little section that does not get enough love. I am talking about the thing that everyone still seems to overlook to a large extent, and that is shoujo, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello?
Yes, and gentlemen, because why shouldn't shoujo be for everyone when shonen's for everyone? This is just a soapbox I have to stand up on.
I'm with you. Move to the side. Move a little bit. I'm standing right there with you on the soapbox.
Thank you. I am so annoyed when I might go to an anime meetup or community or want to talk about some more shoujo anime, and then it's considered like that girly shit. Even if it's like, oh yeah, I fucks with that girly shit. It's like, it's still a little derogatory, and it's annoying. I feel like just the industry as a whole does not pay enough attention to shoujo. But before we go into it, I would just like to break down what does it mean to be shonen, shoujo, seinen, josei. I'm sure we've done it before, but it's been a
Mystery,
minute. So
horror,
let me just inform all. I know we in Black Ramen will often use these terms also incorrectly. We're aware of the correct term.
Always.
Yeah,
but
people tend to consider it a genre.
No, far from
People
it.
consider shonen, shoujo a genre, but that is not accurate. It is not a genre. It is a demographic. It means who are we genuinely targeting when we make this material. And it's not even an anime term, guys. It's just for publishing. Therefore, an anime can't even necessarily be shonen or shoujo in the way that you might think. Because it's when the publishing houses are writing up saying, okay, who do we think we're going to be selling these manga to, these books to, these light novels to? Mainly, let's say, girls ages 14 to 24. That's what shoujo means. Seinen? Yeah, I guess generally guys 25 to 50. That is so
What a
broad.
range.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a
What
big
does that
range.
even
Good.
mean?
That means anime is going to be
That means you
targeted
can watch
towards
anime.
me for a while.
Yeah, that means you can watch
Yes.
anime with your kids. That's exactly what it means, and that's what I'm planning to
Saying
do.
that it's definitely not for children, but I mean, my children won't be
Says
built
who?
different.
But at the
Thank
same
you.
time,
I see you, derps. See you.
at the
Shit.
same time, these aren't hard limits. Because I'm fairly certain, say, Attack on Titan is considered shonen. Yet we
Seinen.
all
I'm
see
pretty
what's
sure
going
seinen.
on in there.
It's saying it. It's saying it. Hold
I
on, let me
think
pull
it's
this
in
up.
Shonen Jump.
Let me pull this up. I mean, listen,
Yeah,
just
you have
because
to
it's
Google
on Shonen Jump does not necessarily mean it's shonen. I
Yes,
learned
it
that
is,
now.
because
I learned that
Shonen
now.
Jump is a shonen magazine. The publishing demographic is shonen.
Hold
I don't
on,
think it's
Promise
part of Shonen
Neverland.
Jump. I think it's in Shonen's whole lineup.
Yeah, Promise
It's in one of
Neverland.
their different magazines.
Promise Neverland. That's a shonen. You consider that a shonen?
That one's in Shonen Jump.
It's
That's a Shonen Jump. That's a Shonen Jump.
Exactly. It's not I consider it shonen. It is factually a shonen because when they were first making the magazine, it was published in a magazine that genuinely targeted boys ages X to Y.
That's not true. I think
Yes.
Shonen Jump was like, yo, let's just put this in here.
Then why is it called Shonen
We got the money.
Jump?
Let's just put it in there.
Why is it called Shonen Jump?
Because they Shonen Jump. They picked the name.
Specialize in
Guys,
shonen.
Oh my god,
guys, we're getting really bogged down in the name of a magazine.
a magazine that's not
that's
giving
the
us no
thing.
money.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Shonen, shoujo.
But you can give us money, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Patreon. Let me stop.
We're not in the
You already
segue
put
section.
that.
Okay, sorry.
But we can consider these does not actually represent the content of whatever you're watching or reading. It doesn't. But people will use those terms, specifically shoujo, to make assumptions about the content and then kind of just discard. Like, no, I'm not into that stuff. What stuff? You're not even being specific enough about it.
That stuff, I don't want the frilly dresses.
Pretty much.
Which is a lie. That doesn't work for me.
I mean,
You do watch the frilly dresses. You watch Smile Down the Runway.
I did. It was really
that was good.
And you are not a
That was
shoujo.
good.
You
Gowns.
are not a young
Beautiful
girl
gowns.
ages 12 to 24.
You can't tell me what I am. I'm not.
Here's the thing. I don't think you could base what shonen is anymore if it's on Shonen Jump. I don't think you could base it off
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. Shonen is not a genre. It's just a technical term saying this is the rough demographic.
That's what
that
you was trying to say?
intended
You
when
could have
they
just
first put
fucking
it
say
out.
that.
I mean,
I
she
wouldn't
did
be
say that.
arguing with you.
Can we rewind the recording so we can just report this?
We ain't got time for that.
Moving
I know
on.
what I said.
You
and
win.
y'all
You
know
win.
What I said.
Wait, hold on.
I'm
You
saying
win.
that just
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Bree.
That's what I'm saying. Those terms are nonsense, and I don't know.
Wanna
We
tease that all
largely
night.
shouldn't be using them. That's why I prefer if you're talking about something, say maybe battle shonen. That's a genre that focuses on fighting as a mode of storytelling. A lot of the character development is done
Dragon
through
Ball.
the fighting. Similar if you say sports anime or sports shonen or sports shoujo. You know, the emotional development of the characters and the storyline will progress through the victories and defeats they face in the sport that gives it whatever its name is.
Did you write this
Those
down?
are much better ways
She
of
definitely
defining.
Right?
Wait, what?
She did.
Nah, keep going. Keep going. You on
All
the
right,
roll.
you got it.
Those are much better ways
You win.
of defining the kind of stuff you're watching. So therefore, if someone says, oh, no, I'm not really into a romance shoujo, that specifically tells me it's going to be a romance genre.
And she's a
generally
cold-blooded
some
bitch.
Basics about the main character, what you might expect. I'm willing to believe that because romance is a genre. You're not into romance? Okay, I'm not going to recommend you X, Y, and Z.
You cold. You a cold bitch.
Well, I like romance. I'm all about that,
Well, not you, but if I speak to somebody and like, yo, I like this romance hit different, and you like, yo, I don't do lovey-dovey shit. I'm like, damn. So you be thugging early in the morning all your life? Like that's what you want? You want some fight shit all day? I'm New York. I want some fight shit all day, but even now and then I got a little sensitive side. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sometimes
You know?
you want a bit of a softer show.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You
So
know?
if I hear someone say, I don't like romance, okay, I'm not going to give you, or I don't like romance, but I like music. Okay, I'm going to avoid Your Lie in April.
avoid you,
and I might
period.
push you more
Whoa, whoa.
towards a Snow White Notes.
But they said they like music, so you
Yeah,
gotta
like-
give them your lie in April.
But
they don't like romance. So I got to ease them back towards that. First, I'm going to give them the no romance, so a little bit of Piano no Mori, a little bit of Snow White Notes and Kono Oto.
Oh, yes.
And then I'm going to slip in
Yo.
a little bit of Your Lie in April and Notabe Katsubo.
First
Wait,
off,
we forgot
Kono
Vivi.
Oto.
We forgot Vivi.
Kono Oto is tough.
Yeah,
Vivi
Kono
is
Oto.
a music anime. That's a
It is
battle.
a it's a music.
100%
It's
music anime as well.
Have you listened to their soundtrack? So, ladies and gentlemen,
Having a good soundtrack
obviously,
does not make it
No,
a
no, no.
music anime.
Brie, they have like 3 different openings.
yes, they do.
She sings.
So does One Piece.
Yeah,
One
but
Piece don't
Vivi
count.
has
But I
20
don't consider
episodes.
music
Yeah. It's a music.
Actually-
It's a musical anime.
Is the character development and storyline progress through the creation
12
of
episodes.
music?
Yeah.
Creation and performance of music? That's how you judge a character?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a
Her whole
she's a-
entire premise, she's trying to become a great singer to get more people to come in her show in the amusement park, and
Brie
she
ain't
fucking
finished, Vivi.
kills it.
That's
You
what
ain't finished,
happened.
Vivi, bitch.
No, pause,
You
you
ain't
guys.
finished, Vivi.
I think you're right. Vivi is a basic.
What you mean? You think I'm right? Hold on.
No, I said
How
I
the fuck you
you're
think
right.
you think I'm right? I know I'm right.
No, but I never considered there being a battle music anime. But now that I've said it,
I mean-
then that also Mermaid Melody, Pitchy Pitchy Pitch.
No, but
battle
not only that,
music
yo.
shoujo.
Battle music anime. I think Madhouse and Mappa just teamed up to make one that's coming out next season.
Yeah.
Tactop Destiny. Let's see how that go.
Let's see how
But
that
I
goes.
need it not to just be music as the form of a sound attack. Like, for example, Symphogear isn't really music because they're not creating and performing music. That's just the form their attacks take.
Okay.
So that's not the same as a music anime.
Okay.
No, sis, Mike.
Hypnosis Mike.
Oh, my soul.
Yeah, Hypnosis Mike. I would
no.
not consider that a music anime because again, they just know the songs and said off the top of their head.
Why are we even talking about Hypnosis?
I don't know how we got into this.
The
Moving
point
on.
is, we have better ways of describing what is or is not part of a certain genre than just saying, "Oh, it's shoujo." But at the same time, I'm so annoyed because I feel like it's that idea that shoujo is a genre in itself that's stopping industries from bringing in more shoujo content. Like, yeah, you can find Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon everywhere, but those are some more of the limited ones. If you browse Netflix, you don't really see so much of that. A lot of the stuff you see is kind of the same.
Question, Bree.
Yeah.
Magical Girl.
Yeah.
Can you say that's a shoujo too? Or is Magical Girl and shoujo two separate things?
It started as part of Shoujo magazine, so particularly geared for girls, but the idea of magical girls has then spread out to different genres. You can find magical girls in shonen series, in battle shonen, hence you get Kill la Kill. You can see it in psychological, hence Madoka Magica. But you can also still see more traditional magical girls like the Precure series.
Not?
I doubt it.
Claymore is not a magical show? It's not Magical Girl?
Nah.
Nah, it's seinen. My bad. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Nah.
If there's no transformations
it can be a magical
with
girl
stockings
geared towards older men.
Nah.
And there is a lot
Claymore's
in
not.
hentai genres.
Well,
we could talk about that.
hey.
Nah, I've been waiting for that all
It
night.
exists.
You know what I mean?
So it has spread out, originating in more shoujo geared towards younger girls to spread into other demographics.
I mean, all right. So I get it. But I need the audience to get it too. That hey, if you want us to distinguish the differences of shoujo, shonen, seinen, and you definitely want us to tell you what's popping and what you should watch, definitely tune into Black Ramen Podcast. Segue. I just wanted to put that in.
I won't tell you the difference between them because I feel like they're outdated terms. They don't exist.
There's not a
They're
real
not
definition
accurately
for
descriptors.
shonen. There's not really a real
That's what I'm
definition
saying.
for shonen.
It's not an accurate descriptor.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are just considered shonen, but why? It doesn't represent what a series has or what it means. No. Therefore, we need to stop using shoujo as some kind of descriptive barrier against certain styles of anime.
Like Kono Hotel is like one of the most shoujo things my eyes have ever seen.
Oh,
but
the
it is
shoujo
definitely
bubbles.
considered a shonen.
Yeah, and by
when you Google it.
It says shonen.
Yeah.
Right? But what he means by saying it's the
Terms
most
are so
shoujo
loose.
thing he saw is there are a lot of techniques and art styles you see which specifically originated from shoujo magazines and publications that were geared towards younger girls. The things you might be aware of is when suddenly someone feels really emotional, the background changes to sparkles and bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Stockings.
That is so traditionally shoujo style.
A lot of shoujo vision.
Shoujo vision.
Transformations.
And again, when we say shoujo, we just mean originating in magazines and sources that were historically geared towards younger female audiences.
Mm-hmm. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Yeah, it makes me mad. I need more diversity in the kind of content and material we get. I need it. I think it's things like Netflix to stop seeing we only want battle shonen type stuff and psychological anime.
First of all, Netflix
they got some psychological stuff on
they
there. I was
definitely
about
got
to
some
jump in.
psychological stuff. They definitely got some psychological stuff, but I feel
They're
like
starting to get into more slice of lifey stuff.
no, but I think did you say slice of lifey?
Slice of life.
Wow,
That makes sense.
Thank you.
I feel like Netflix needs to slow down a little bit.
Nah.
I do because I feel like they're getting it wrong in so many levels. There's so many anime that they put out there, and it's like you're just putting it out just to put it out, just so you can say you have anime. Yeah. But we'll touch into that later
in our Netflix section.
Yeah. So, one thing for sure, and I know that Bree agrees with me when I say this. If you haven't stepped out of the shonen or the fighting anime
battle
per se,
shonen, let's
your
say.
battle
We're using
shonen.
correct terms this episode.
Yeah, we have to.
Are we though? Are we?
We never do, but I say we do
we
just so Bree can be happy. A little bit.
And I know by the next episode we're gonna forget this again, but just know in the back of our heads we know what we're talking about, and we need you to know what we're talking about too, so you can fix yourselves. I'm talking to all you folk who only watch battle shonen.
Yeah, if all you watch is battle shonen, I feel like you're missing. I'm gonna be respectable because what I said before to Derby and Bree, they said we can't say that on the air. We're going to lose followers. So I'm just going to say this. I feel like if you guys don't venture out and look at other genres in anime, you are doing yourself a disservice. Yeah. There are so many titles that you have to keep in mind that are like amazing story. You know, if you're into anime for just fight scenes, that's cool. But I feel like you're missing the point of animation. Anime. It's movement, it's story. Fight scenes is always a plus, but I feel like anime makes us feel when we don't feel nothing anymore, right? Anime has brought us in. We had an escapism episode, right? Mm-hmm. It makes us feel things that we know we shouldn't be feeling for characters. And I don't think you could get that with just shonen. You may get that character that died that you was rolling with for season 1, 2, and 3. But
R.I.P. Jiraiya.
Oh God. Oh God. But I feel like I've never appreciated anime for what it was until I stepped into other genres. I'm talking about mystery, seinen, anything that was story based, story driven. Seinen is not a genre?
Nah, I think it falls into the same thing like Shojo.
All right. Anything that got thinking in it, I like it. All right. Anything like that has horror, mystery. So what do you call fucking Promised Neverland then?
Call that horror, psychological thriller.
Okay, like Monster?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we'd call it like culinary anime. Like, you like that?
Yeah, I wish I had the shirt on right now.
What is it? Grade A meat?
Yeah, grade A meat. Nah, yeah, it's premium. I got a t-shirt from like Etsy. It was called like Premium Meats. Graceland Farms.
When I tell you Derby definitely doesn't give a fuck about my feelings at all when he puts on that shirt. And only an anime person can appreciate that shirt. I'm not even gonna hold you. Only an anime person who sees it's like, what? It makes no sense otherwise. Like, okay, this guy likes premium grade A meat. Mm-hmm. Pause. But we can't say, okay, we can't say pause. We can't say pause. Sorry. But yeah, I couldn't consider myself an anime fan if I just watched Battle Shonen. I see her looking at me at the corner of her eye. You know I couldn't just say, oh, if you guys don't know, Bree came into town, so we're all together in my house. So yeah, we forgot to mention that. Yeah, bitches, we together.
But we're still taping our video feed separately.
Yes. Isn't that awesome? But yeah, I feel like you gotta be, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta grow up. You gotta be past Goku.
And just know that there are other ways to branch out. If you say you only watch Battle Shonen, okay, fine. You only watch battle, you need the fight scenes? Check out some of the shoujo battle anime. They exist. Mm-hmm. They're there. Mm-hmm. Again, maybe test a little Magical Girls out because those often have some great battles and action scenes.
Hey, you know my main recommendation when it comes to dipping your toe into shoujo type things, it's Yona of the Dawn every time. Just, dip your toe in. Right? Take a little taste.
Speaking of Yona of the Dawn, real quick, whoever created Fina and the Pirate Princess, you need to give me all the 6 hours. How many hours? 6 episodes I invested in this shit.
Maybe like 2 hours.
You need to stop. This wasn't supposed to be like this. I thought it was going to be like Yona of the Dawn. This is bullshit. There's no reason for me to hate the main protagonist and love everybody else around her. I don't watch for her. I watch for everybody else. There's no reason for this basic white bitch to just be basic and still be idolized.
But beyond everybody, even like the enemies, like they're just supposed to be fire. Like a small time pirate crew that's chasing her, and I'm like, can we get like their backstory?
Matter of fact, I want to go on their ship.
Right, it's an all female ship. Like, let's talk about them. What they doing?
Where are they going after this?
Right,
I'm glad they captured her because I want to know where the fuck they're going. Because apparently she has no clue.
How'd they meet?
How they became together?
Right? Like, I want the whole One Piece story of just them.
Exactly. Who put the straw hat on who first? That's what I want to know.
And off the top of your head, would you say that was shoujo or shonen?
I would say that's
Shoujo.
trash. That's the main important thing. We don't give a fuck about the genre. This shit should never exist. There's no reason for this shit. No, there's no
actually,
reason for
Patty,
this shit to
you've
be
got
beautiful.
the right answer. Derby, you're the one that's wrong.
Is
It doesn't matter because shonen and shoujo aren't actual terms that define
Woo!
genre.
Does it?
Wait,
matter?
hold on.
You feel what I feel?
It's trash or it's good.
Yo.
See, I'm going to give a challenge to all of you viewers. Next time you try to recommend a show to someone in the community, outside the community, or discuss a show, don't use the terms shoujo, don't use the terms shonen, seinen, or josei. Throw them out of your head and describe the show. These terms just don't work anymore.
Or tell them to listen to Black Ramen Podcast. We could describe the show better than you can. If it's a certain show.
That's my point.
Yeah. I'm just tired. I feel like guys who don't watch outside of their typical genre, and I feel like and I know this, I know for a fact, these studios, they keep watch of what's being, ranked in popularity, and they're going to keep on pushing that shit. I'm surprised we were able to get To Your Eternity. I'm pleasantly surprised we got Odd Taxi. I'm fucking ecstatic. Don't know how the fuck we got that at all.
The animals were sexy, so it wasn't for the furry.
No, it wasn't for the furry at all.
I'm telling you,
fan service.
Somebody was asleep that day at work and just passed something through. That's what happened. It was like, oh yeah, green light this one. I don't give a fuck. Tired. All right, I haven't slept tonight. Oh,
and
God.
You're not gonna sleep again because we need season 2.
Yeah, make more.
One thing that I like that you said, guys, don't come for it. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying. I like the fact that you said guys not going out of their reach. Yeah. I feel like female fans don't have this issue. And I'm going to explain why. Don't get on me. I'm not saying girls are perfect and guys are trash. Though a little bit.
True.
But what I'm saying is women have always had to deal with being expected to like female stuff and guy stuff in a way. Because the idea of male is the default. If you draw a stick figure, people will automatically say he.
Well, we said balls is the default.
Well, nah, that's because it's bald. It's bald when you draw a stick figure. Yeah. Guess what? The moment you draw some hair on her, guess what? It's a her. It's a her. I just did it by accident.
The exact thing. It's only female if you give it certain female character traits. For the most part,
I don't know that
everything
many
that
bald
defaults.
women. I'm sorry. I've seen like 2 in life.
It's not a bald. It's 2 dots and a smiley. Even if you don't have the circle, if you just put 2 dots and a smiley on something, it's automatically a guy.
Nah, Brie.
They have no curves. I'm sorry. They have no feminine features on the stick figure. I'm sorry. This analogy doesn't work.
Guys, wait.
No masculine features.
That's
what I'm saying. The default is male, especially in English, that has pretty much no singular gender neutral. We're just getting into using they as that.
But the thing is like, I don't feel like you're giving women enough credit. We just don't give a fuck and we just love good shit. We don't care if it's.
That's why I'm saying women are better because we are used to dealing with all sides. We can get this, we can get that. But men might not recognize they're the default, so they see this women stuff and it's like, oh, just chick flicks, just female.
No, it's the masculinity. It's the masculinity. They won't step outside to watch something other than Derbs. I know Derbs. Derb is an equal opportunist when it comes to good titles. This dude can sit here and talk about the illest shonen battle fight and then talk about something very, very sensitive and very. What's the little girl? You did a video about it. The little girl with her father and they just bake shit.
Oh yeah, Sweetness and Lightning.
Sweetness and Lightning. Derby made a video with a robe on about Sweetness and Lightning. Like, come on. Like, I can't. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, if you want Derby to put out more content and tell you what to watch, no, I'm not leaving you alone. No, listen, go in our DMs. Matter of fact, ask Black Ramen where Derby at. We will guarantee you to push Derby to make more videos. I can't get any recommendation. Like, even in the group chat, everybody was like, yo, who would you ask for? Remember when we was out with Justin? And everybody was around the table. Who would you ask for a good anime title? Everyone said Derby.
Immediately.
Everybody said Derby. Before we got drunk. So everybody was in their right mind before they knew what it was. Like, it's just, Derby is the exception. But I feel like guys, because of their masculinity and shit like that, they not all of y'all. Let me just make it perfectly clear. Not all of y'all. But some of y'all won't sit there and admit that y'all watch or won't even touch certain animes because you feel like it's quote unquote girly.
Yeah, that's the thing. So women will always watch stuff that's targeted at men. Always will, because a lot of shit is targeted at men and shuts out women. Yeah. But we also watch stuff targeted at women. But guys won't. They have this barrier to watching things that are supposedly targeted at women. Mm-hmm. Unless, like, they have to really get over it because it's just that good. That's how you get stuff like Sailor Moon. And I think my anime nerd men break it down. We will not think any less of you if you decide to also participate in things that are supposedly targeted at women and at girls.
I think the dilemma
if we can go your way, you can come our way.
The dilemma is you're asking a lot of high school boys to do that. Because I know for a fact, like when I was in high school, I was definitely deep more into shonen stuff. It wasn't until college I was like, yo, I need to break out. I need to try some of these other things.
But look how much you're worldwide.
Hey, no, don't get me wrong. I want that to happen, but I don't know if it can.
That's why you need to encourage them.
Hey, no, I'll encourage
manly voice to teach
I'll encourage them
to watch the good stuff.
But like, this ain't gonna change until
no more negativity. Stop it.
Like, there's no way
aspirational words.
There's no way I can say this without being sexist, so it's gonna come out like that. So I'm sorry, guys.
Here we go.
Look. It's the same way. Like, you see, like, it's a lot of just how do I get laid in high school, and anything that would stop you from doing that would curb you even a little bit.
Do you know how much of a door opener it is if someone came up to me in high school and said,
hey, I get that now.
Do you know how much of a panty drop it is for men to come out talking about shonen?
Bray, it makes all the sense in the world to me now as an adult.
But speak to you 10, 15 years
all right, so check this out, guys. Yo, you ever hear that Biggie song where he's like, yo, ask her what her interests are? Guess what? Learn her interest right now and check out some of this stuff that's called that falls into the shoujo type category. Yeah. Like, I know it's not actual shoujo, but you know what I mean.
That girly shit.
Yeah, watch some of that girly shit. Yo, let me tell you, I was never more embarrassed once than in high school when I tried to shit on The Notebook and this chick called me out on it. I was like, yo, guess what? That night I watched The Notebook. I was like, yo, you know what? My bad. She was pretty good.
Sad as fuck.
Yo,
sad as fuck.
Yeah, it was sad as fuck. But yo, it's good to watch some of this stuff. Like, yo, check out some of this girly shit that they talking about. Yo, help yourself out.
Do that.
Help.
I hate that we have to, like,
these are the words of sexual. Yo, look, I'm sorry, sex sells.
It works. It works for now. It'll give us a better generation of anime men later.
It works.
But here's the problem, though. Like, if high schoolers are listening to this podcast, I'm very, very concerned.
I'm not.
If you're not, because it clearly says on the description.
It says explicit.
Explicit and 18 plus.
I make sure to
what were you watching when you were 17 minus?
Yo, don't talk about that. Trying to get niggas in trouble.
You know none of us waited until 18 plus.
Nope.
So we won't encourage y'all to be here, but hey, if you're here, we
but that was your listen. If you choose to do that on your own accord. Don't do that because Black Rama told you to. That's what I want to. Listen, I'm still trying to get these fucking press passes of these fucking cons. This is not working. If you keep doing that, man. But
or will it?
I am just trying to convince these boys to watch Kimi no Todoke. That's all. That's safe. I'm not giving them
Todoke was pretty good.
Yeah, I know it's pretty good. Try to say I know.
Yo, watch the Wallflower. You know,
Wallflowers.
Wallflower is amazing.
I love Wallflower.
I know it's so would they if they watched it.
Yo,
that's good.
Watch with Koi. Watch my love. Definitely watch my love story.
My love story.
I love my love story. I love that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, how many times can we get Patty to just say, "Oh, I love"?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry. It's just, and I don't mean to sound all girly when y'all say it, when y'all mention the shoujo time. It just hits you. It just hits you with the feels. That's it.
No, they're they're definitely a bit better at that. And guess what? There's even some slightly comedic ones. Like, what's the dude? Monthly Girls Nozaki? That's technically still shoujo. That shit is annoying as fuck, hilarious. Man. Yo, don't listen to her. Don't listen to Patty. All right? That shit is funny as fuck.
How you, out of all things, you gonna miss the fact I told you I love you? Like, out of all the things to not remember, not all the things to not hear, the moment when I tell you, No spoilers.
yo.
No
You gotta
fireworks.
give her
No,
shot.
no,
She
no
shot
spoilers.
her
No
shot
spoilers.
in episode 1. She went for it and decided to keep on. I was like, bitch, I'm not giving up on you.
You know what? Listen, I feel like that's how you become an assistant to a mangaka. You come to them and say, hey, I love your work. Oh, really? When you're free? So I'm gonna let you know right now. If I ever catch Oda in the streets,
Nah, I
if
can't.
I ever catch Oda
can't.
in the streets,
Nah, because here's the reason I can't. I know I would fuck up Odo's schedule, and then like One Piece fans would have to murder me,
Yeah,
and
that's
I would
right.
be
That
okay
is
with
true.
it. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. I disrupted the
not
flow.
murder you, just maybe paralyze you from the waist down. Because if they murder you, you'll never see the end. Of
Not see the waist down. Guess what? I could still draw. Oda will still invite me over. Now you
Okay.
got to murder me
Cut
from
off
waist
your
up
arm.
somehow.
But so,
Sure.
no One Piece fan would stop another One Piece fan from living to the end of the series.
That's true. That's true. That's money out of Oda's
We
pocket.
paralyze you from
come
the
on,
neck
everybody.
down,
Come
we
on,
will
everybody.
keep your eyes.
That's not gay, yo.
Yo, you could at least get the first word. It's Binks.
Oh, yo,
Binks no sake.
yo. Hey, okay.
Don't get near you. Yo. I don't know the words either.
Hey.
I think we're good with this segment. Like I said, just forget the word shonen, shoujo, josei, seinen because they don't really mean anything anymore. And there's a lot of good stuff if you just get rid of those boundaries. And
Nah,
look
there was
at
some
what's
things
there.
that you said, Bree, in the car, and this is why I love Derby, because Derby was like, "Stop talking. We need to put this in the car. Like we need to record this. Stop talking." We were out was it yesterday? It wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. It was Thursday, right?
So like 2 days ago.
And
Yo,
Bree
is anyone
made some
else
good
say that?
points. Bree made some good points, and I feel like you didn't bring that up. There was a time when you actually said that everything is always going to be marketed towards dudes. No, the dudes.
Dudes specifically. First
Dudes
and
specifically,
foremost.
right? She said that, and we just fall in line because I guess they feel like we're not, and that's sad because it's females that are actually buying the merch, are buying because even in the rap industry, for you to become a successful rapper, you gotta have songs
gotta
to make.
have the ladies.
You gotta have the
You
ladies.
gotta have the ladies.
The ladies are what's gonna buy the tickets. The ladies are gonna buy the albums. The ladies are gonna do. And I feel like
Yo, what do I look like as a grown man going to just see some rapper? I don't give a fuck. But guess what? My girl want to go see him.
And I'm gonna buy tickets for her.
Yeah, not
right?
for a road though, because
Nah.
that's too close.
And
That's
there's
what-
a
That's too
simple
close. What if
reason
you
I
pull
don't,
her on
I
the
don't want nobody
stage?
sweating on me.
No, not only
Unless
what
they're
if you,
older.
yo, what if you pull on the stage? Now I don't got a girl no more. I gotta go home by myself. That's the whole problem.
Let me tell you something. If that ever happened to me, this would happen.
But yeah, that's a simple reason why, like I said, if you do something that's geared towards guys, then yeah, guys and girls will show up. But if you do something geared towards girls, the guys will think, I don't need that girly nonsense. So the girls will show up, and then they say, well, this only got half as much viewership. I guess people aren't interested.
Teen
and
Titans.
that's the bullshit. So we women will show up for anything, but we need you guys to start showing up for us too.
Right? Like what we said
Nah,
about Teen
but
Titans.
I told you about this.
Teen
Nah,
Titans. So we all know the Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go, the Teen Titans on Cartoon Network. It was canceled. And why was it canceled? The toy sales. It's not that the toy sales were bad, but that girls loved the series. Girls, just as much as guys, loved Teen Titans, but that made the people who make it think, ooh, a lot of girls are getting into this. We don't want the girls to make the boys think it's for girls, so the boys will start buying. So we gotta
Right.
nip this in the bud.
See?
They didn't want it to be a targeted demographic, which is bullshit.
Which is terrible. Like that's bad. That's bad.
That's bad.
We definitely make the world run round, but they don't want to give us any type of gratitude or acknowledgement that we're gonna pull up. We're gonna support
pull
if
up.
it's good. But nah, we gotta give it towards the niggas, man. Fuck the niggas, man. Like.
Whoa, whoa.
No,
Hey,
no,
wait a
no.
minute.
First of all, appreciation to all the female mangakas. First and foremost,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
do
y'all
that.
doing good work right
Let's
now.
do
Well
Full
done.
Metal Alchemist. Thank you.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer. Thank you. What else? Huh?
Promise Neverland.
Promise Never. That's a woman?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was.
Nah, that's two guys. That's two guys. I don't think that's a woman because she would have never approved season 2.
I don't think they really have any say.
I feel like her. No, because they were on board. From what I heard, the mangakas were on board on season 2.
And they got their check. They called it a day.
Yeah, that was a guy. My bad.
That was a
Erase
guy?
that.
Of course it
Yeah.
was. Of course it was, bitch.
But the point remains, women do good work, and we have seen
Yes.
examples of girly series things that might have been targeted towards girls just being widely popular with everyone.
Right.
Because no one can look me in the eye and tell me they didn't fuck with Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, Powerpuff Girls! First of all,
original Powerpuff Girls.
First of all,
yeah, I watched the shit out of Powerpuff Girls. What?
Didn't we?
And the theme song has a bunch of sparkling pink hearts. I'm sorry, you don't get girlier than that, but it's just widely loved. Another example is Kim Possible. Can anyone tell me Kim Possible wasn't incredible?
It was good. It was good.
Possible.
They still play. Shout out to Control Freak and Sailor Senpai. Senpai, Taylor Senpai. He played the King. He did play. They do be playing the Kim Possible, and
they knew what was up.
They knew what was. They
I'm
saw
just saying, guys. You know those were good. So forget anything about girly this, that, or that might be geared towards girls. You know there have been some things that were just amazing.
You're missing out.
Don't miss out for stupid reasons.
Don't do that. And if you're over 20 and you're not watching K dramas or C dramas, you are missing out. You're missing out.
If you want one to get your feet wet,
Vincenzo.
Yeah. you know how it's going.
Vincenzo never. I knew
watch fucking Vincenzo. That shit's so good. Except for like 10 minutes in one episode where it's ridiculous.
No, that's fine. But I gotta. Yo, Vincenzo is so good. I saw the poster and I said, Derby, you gotta sit next to this poster because I want a picture of you
done
next to the Vincenzo. He was like, "Are you serious? Like you're not watching it? Like it was perfect." But yeah, don't do yourself like a disservice. Be prepared to watch amazing anime. What are you doing with yourself? Like when I tell you these titles have brought me so much joy, these different genres, it's fucking amazing. And half of them I owe to Bree and Derby, because when I met Bree, I really didn't feel like it was cool to love Black Butler the way that I do until I met Bree. Now Derby, I could talk to Derby all day long and he'll recommend me something right out the blue. Patty, have you that's how Bree talk. That's how Derby talks in my head. So Patty, like you never checked that one out? Oh, it's so good. You need to check it out. That's the conversation we have. If you're not, look, this is Derby's pen. I call it Derby's pen because this is the pen that's near me every time when I'm on the phone with Derbs. I don't type this on my phone. I write it. The titles that he's giving me. So don't do that. Women rule the world. Always.
Before we go on to this last topic of the evening, we might have to split this into a 2-part episode because we're getting a lot long.
Yeah.
But we can see what happened. We want to just address a little more about Netflix. Y'all know we're obsessed with Netflix. Why? It's really convenient, and their autoplay feature is just so easy to use.
Good.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff we're watching is Netflix, but Netflix has been making moves
fuckers
recently.
are still not paying us.
They're not.
But
we
need to.
You
Netflix,
know,
please sponsor us. But more importantly, have y'all seen the new Netflix creators based in Tokyo?
Wait, Ladies and gentlemen, we just gonna have to cut this part out. You gotta tune in next week for part 2. So definitely tune in for part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on the flip side. So any final words real quick before we gotta head out?
See you next time. Quickly hit the next button. I've got stuff to say.
Word.